This is concerted act, walking out of the door in engineer light while the demon flies over. You saw the last video, while they're engaging in psychopathic pacing, flying toward me, flying backwards in a U-turn, doing so twice within 2.5 minutes, within 3 minutes. That's not published. Walking outside and walking back in is psychopathic pacing. Doing so in concert with the demons that are flying. Those are demons that are acting together. This is mental illness that's proven through their behavior. Your focus isn't, and under the law, you're going to be prosecuted for criminal surveillance and furtherance of murder, not cleaning the windows at the establishment, the gang stalking establishment of what is, well, I was going to state Wells Fargo is gang stalking as well, but Starbucks, where the fake sun, this fake sun is over the top of my head at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and that airport is stalking me as well. That's how you know that they're targeting me. And that's how you know that this is a demon. 8K81183 is in the same empowerment. That's not coincidental crossing a path. That's so psychopathic stalking. This is what the Nephilim are doing. They're psychopaths who are pacing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth around you in an impossible environment. Where is the sunlight that would appear in this manner coming from? You're looking at the fake sun right here on the opposite side of the vehicle. It's appearing underneath the vehicle. That's impossible light as it's reaching underneath like a laser. Shooting off of objects, is that what it's supposed to be doing? And then going backwards? The light that's appearing in the shade that doesn't disappear? So I just want to be clear, what you just saw was the outside demonstration of mental illness. They're going to be assessed. Walking out of the door and then walking back, psychopathic pacing with the demons that are stalking in planes. Okay, that's UPS that crashed into Kentucky and killed those people. They're at a body count that's, I believe, rising above 12. Ontario International Airport is going to be shut down because of the national security threat that they pose. Murdering people. Demons that are stalking are demons that murder people. They crash into buildings. That's what they do. That's what I told you. It's a terrorist act, right? They're engaging in that under a fake sun, where I guarantee you'll see this specific environment in Kentucky where they were subject to an act of terrorism. UPS is engaged in what is targeting American citizens, and they crash their planes intentionally with these demons that are targeting together. It's an act by the Nephilim, by the demons who commit mass murder. Him walking in and outside, he's doing it in this environment. It's deliberate. It's not coincidental. While the airport is the government that's providing evidence against the population. You're going to prison for this, and you're going to be committed. They're going to be committed. That's psychopathic pacing. P.O.C. It is, again, seconds later, 7:11 a.m. Don't forget the Ontario International Airport stalking while they are engaged pattern of conduct together, deviating, flying back in the opposite direction. UPS, by the way, look at the news about what's going on. The demons that are gang stalking, committing murder in your face and putting it on the news, engaging in what is this conduct. You're going to be mentally assessed based on the psychopathic pacing, based on the stalking in the engineer light, based on the ongoing impunity that you're witnessing. They're going to be assessed because it's not innocence at all. It's psychopathic. They do this in furtherance of murder. 9MRH819, driving in that same environment, sharing that same pattern of conduct on behalf of the gang members themselves, the Ontario police. They're being disbanded by everything that you're documenting, P.O.C. Psychopathic pacing shared by the people. She's the one stalking with the Ontario police when the fake sun's remaining over the bus stop. And she's walking in all that rain of engineer light. P.O.C. It is currently 7:12 a.m. This is the pattern of conduct, and this is the urge. The entity is openly exposing that they're terrorists, and so are the airlines. They're domestic enemies. That's why Kentucky has been a victim of what is the latest act of terrorism by the demons that need to be removed from the positions where they threaten American citizens' lives. Okay? That was an act within the P.O.C., not a surprising act of violence. Not surprising whatsoever. Ronald Loveridge, Julia Gu, Jim Bowman, Kurt Hagman, Alan D. Wapner, Atif El-Khadi, and the entirety of the Ontario executive team, they're being removed from position. That airport's being shut down. It's a national security. While you have the unstable, mentally unstable, maniacal psychopaths, the Nephilim, the demon-possessed, gang stalkers, engaging in surveillance with the population. P.O.C. And they think because they look crazy and perplexed while you document them, that that's going to help them in court, and it's not. You're going to be mentally diagnosed in the same way that somebody that eats their own feces is going to be diagnosed. You're going to be diagnosed for the same crazy behavior, stalking under a fake sun, stalking with impossible light, doing so with impunity. P.O.C. This is a backfire of the practice of satanic rituals to take the life of an American citizen, which doesn't make that American citizen look crazy. You look like the psychopath that you are, stalking with planes and helicopters as a whole society. UC 185, they're all in this. This is a gang of demons right here. 8HCN 167. This is psychopathic pacing while they do it as a group. And as one person does it back and forth, this is psychopathic pacing. And as a demon does it one after another, psychopathic pacing. This is P.O.C. Pay attention to the timestamps. Okay, because this right here, this is the iteration of stalking by helicopter and maintaining a traffic stop with these demons. That's the entity that's going to be prosecuted for targeting, and that's the entity that's going to be mentally diagnosed. This is in what is court regarding the proof that the government is targeting. This is where Burtnick 0856 is claiming that somebody called him, where the airport is stalking. Remember, stalking by flying over what is F Street and F Street and Palm, hovering over Las Palmas Medica, where demons are stalking with light, just like this one is, opening and closing that door, and engineer light is moving right here. That's impulsive light activity. Those are demons. Monitoring with the demon, engaging what is one U-turn after another. This is breaking down the system. The mentally ill are being diagnosed and they're being removed from calling themselves an Ontario Airport Board. Those are the demon possessed that are gang stalking with impulsive light activity. Impossible light activity by the vehicles on the street, impossible light activity by this demon that's moving a door. Remember what he's under. The engineer light is moving across that hood under there. He's monitoring. He's already surrounded with the evidence and the fakes on that while they're being exposed. And what do the demons possessed do? The psychopaths that are no longer secretly around you and out of their minds and targeting you, they're engaging in more psychopathic behavior. Like clear stalking with an airport, having no destination. The destination is to come monitor me. Terminal 2 and Terminal 4 maintaining ongoing. Hovering over downtown apartments, having engineer light, that's Wells Fargo, that's not sunlight. And they're engaging what is opening and closing those doors and attacking with that engineer light. They're going to be diagnosed. The Nephilim are mentally ill. The Nephilim are hiding within people that want to appear, and they don't even appear sane. They're going to be diagnosed with regard to the all the means whereby a population is conspicuously stalking. And this is the population, Uber and Lyft, this is exactly what they're doing. And this is all at the iterations of the state targeting with the people. In furtherance of murder. Mike Lorenz, in other words, he's going to prison. This is P.O.C. He's going to federal prison. Establishments like Starbucks, they're going to be prosecuted for the conspiracy to murder where they kidnap you with that agency. There's no sunlight that's going to appear up here. There's no sunlight that's going to sweep across here. There's no sunlight that's going to appear over here. Okay? When you're stalking in the path. P.O.C. That's the pattern of conduct. Okay? The entities engaging in that while they're discussing stalking, they're going to be deported. They're not even natural born citizens. They're being deported. The city of Ontario has no authority while they're gang stalking. Okay, this is the P.O.C. This is the entity that's engaging in that, and any and everything is serving that pattern of conduct. These are demons that are desperate, and they look like the demons that they are, the co-conspirators of murder. Murder. They're gang members, and so are the Ontario Police Department. Those gang members are being prosecuted. P.O.C.